guys, so I have one or two empties, so I'm going to crack straight on, going to cut the pleasantries and all that kind of stuff because we don't want to be sat here for like 6 years. I have a lot of empties and I don't really film these monthly or anything like that. It's just when my little bag gets full, I just tend to film them. I always say this, but if you continue to want to see these videos, can you thumbs up so that I know? Because if not, I will just stop doing them because I don't want to bore you. And I always say this, but I never really know. So please let me know if you want me to carry on doing my empties videos and stuff. I quite enjoy doing them because I like to see that I'm actually using products up. It makes me feel good because I know that I'm not just buying loads of stuff and it's just vanishing or not getting used and stuff like that. And I do really enjoy empties, but let me know what you think. Right, the first thing is a packet of wipes. These are just the Boots cleansing wipes. I only use them to take stuff off my hands, so I'm not really that fussy with this. And this is a miniature body scrub from Soap and Glory, and this is the Scrub 'em and Leave 'em. I liked it, it was okay. Other scrubs I much prefer, so I won't probably rebuy this one. My number 7 Beautiful Skin Revitalising Hand Polish. Absolutely love this stuff. It's amazing. I have 2 fake tans. First one is this, and this is the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze. Now, I used to love this. But I've noticed that it started going almost a bit yellow on me, so I wasn't as keen on the colour. So there is probably enough in there for maybe one more go, but didn't like the colour, so I've got rid of that. And then the next one, again, another favourite, is the Sienna X Express Tanning Mist. Now, I've used this one all up. I can't now get this from my local beauty supply, so, and there's others that I prefer or like just as much, so I won't be repurchasing it. However, I did love it. From Primark. This one was, what is this? Bamboo and Jasmine. This smelled absolutely divine. I love the smell of jasmine. I really like smelly flowers. And jasmine is one of my favourites, so I absolutely loved this. I might actually keep this jar, peel all the stickers off of it and keep it. We'll see, but yeah, gorgeous candle, and it was only £3 as well, so total bargain. My random empty is my eye drops, my hay fever ones that I use all the time. I then have 2 cuticle oils. Avoplex from OPI, which is my favourite. I love this. I like the smell of it. I like the way it absorbs into my nails. I just really, really like this, and I do need to get another one because I've not got any. And then this was a little baby solar oil. I have another one of these on the go at the moment, and it was funny because I was talking to my friend Rach about it, and I was like, what is your favourite? And she said the solar oil, so I'm going to give it another go and make sure that I definitely prefer the Avoplex before I order it, just because I have this. But I don't know why. I think it's because it smells slightly marzipan, and I really don't like marzipan, so that might be why I don't like it, but we'll see. And then this was my old nail envy, and it's got a little bit all around the edge, but it was literally like not enough to dip your brush in. So yeah, my old nail envy. What I've got here, most of my empties this month as well are actually quite a lot of makeup ones as well, so that's good. Nivea roll-on deodorant, my deodorant of choice. I then have 2 of these. These are the Nip Fab Glycolic. These are the regular ones, which are just the Glycolic Fix, which are the daily ones. Love these, use them all the time. Have another one on the go already. And then these are the Glycolic Fix Nighttime Pads Extreme. Now, I really like these. However, I bought them by accident, I think I mentioned, because I thought they'd just repackaged these ones. I didn't realise that these were a stronger formula. And I only use these maybe once a week. Whereas I use these every single day. So when these run out, the ones that I have, I probably won't repurchase them, simply because I'm so happy with these ones and I love them. And I like that I can do them every day and I don't have to think about it. Whereas with these, I have to think, oh, I'll use one of those ones today. Does that make sense? So, yeah. I have another Nip Fab empty, but this is the Glycolic Instant Fix Mask. Now, I really like this mask, however, I have a funny relationship with it. I've used it a couple of times, been absolutely fine. Then the next time I used it, my skin got really red and I had to take it off literally within about 60 seconds. It was just almost like too much for my skin. Then I thought, well, maybe it was because I was in the bath, so I'll try it again. Next time it was fine, but then a couple of times later after that, I had the weird reaction with it again. So it's not something that, I don't know, I probably would repurchase it if I was looking for sort of a glycolic mask, but I'm not sure if it's a little bit strong for me. I don't really know. I like the product. I like the way it makes my skin feel. And I always use a hydrating mask after it anyway. But the redness is a little bit weird and it does put me off. And it's almost like a really warm sensation. But I don't know if it's because my face is wet when I put it on and stuff like that. So it's not a bad product. It's an amazing product. But I sometimes am sensitive to it. So one to be very careful with if you are prone to sensitivity. I definitely wouldn't go near it if you were. I'm pretty good, but I'm getting more sensitive as I get older. So just something to be well aware of if you are trying this one out. I then have, oh look, which one? This is actually my soothing mask, and you can see every bit is gone out of this. I love this stuff. This is the Avene Soothing Moisture Mask. Probably one of my all-time favourites. I love it. Leaves my skin really radiant. The next few days my makeup goes on beautifully. It lasts. It's really hydrating, but it doesn't make my skin greasy at all. So for me that is a must have. Then I've got two micellar waters. I have the Bioderma, which was for sensitive and dehydrated skin. I got this one because my skin is dehydrated. I liked it. It was good. Still not blown away from it because I love just the Garnier. I think the Garnier is absolutely amazing. The bottle is £4.99 for 400 mils. This one was like £10 something for 250. So I can get like 3 bottles of this for one of these, and this lasts me ages. So I'm glad I've tried it again. It is a good product, but it's, in my opinion, it's no better than this for the money, if that makes sense. So that's those. So everything that is left now is pretty much cosmetic, with the exception of this, which is kind of in between. And this is the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Spray. Now, my friend had this and she absolutely loved it. We've got very similar skin type. We're both a bit combination. So I thought I'd give it a go. But as you can hear, it's not empty. Now, I wanted to love this because you know I love a good face mist and a face spray, or whatever you want to call them. However, I just found that it made my skin very dry. It didn't really help with oil absorbing, it didn't help with my pores, it didn't help with my blemishes or my breakouts, anything like that at all really. It just didn't do very much apart from make my skin feel a bit tight and a little bit drier than usual. I'm going to be gifting this one to my friend because I know that she loves it, and rather than throw it away, but it's just not something that I would reach for again. I think if you have got very, very oily or problematic skin, then it might be great, but being combination, although I have problematic skin, I don't think my skin is just quite ready for this. I think I talk about all the time though, and that I will repurchase, and that I already have because it's sat up there already, is my Smashbox Primer Water. I love this. I use it after my moisturiser, before my regular primer every day, and then I use it when I set my makeup as well. And if I'm at work and my makeup needs a little touch up, then I'll just give it a little spritz of this. I absolutely love this stuff. I've also gone through one of my foundations, which is the Studio Skin, which I love. It's my favourite. I've got something else on today because I'm trying to use up a couple of my older ones, and I just don't like it. I was literally shiny within about 2 hours, and I was like, oh, and I could just feel it, and I could feel it on my skin feels sort of sticky, and it's just not my usual. Whereas when I use this, I don't even think about it, and I love the way my skin looks with this foundation. So for me, this is like my holy grail. I then have an empty powder, oh dear, an empty powder from MAC, which I'm not going to show you inside because there's a little bit of powder everywhere and I don't want it to go all over me. But this is the medium dark mineralized skin finish. This is just my powder of choice for setting my makeup. I am actually trialing something else at the moment, so you never know, this might not be Holy Grail anymore, it might be something else, or I might like them as much as each other, but we'll see. But I love this, I've used this for years. This is probably about my 10th one. Just gives a very, very soft radiance to the skin, but it's not shiny, and I love the way it sets my makeup, and it just lasts. It's amazing. This is my Ben Nye Banana Powder. Now, this is the empty container. However, I do still have some of this left. What I did was I had an empty sifter pot, so I put it in there so that it was easier to get my sponge in, or my brush or whatever. But I do really like this. I've not been using it as much recently because I've been using more the Laura Mercier. I can feel something in my eye. I've been using the Laura Mercier more, but I do really like it, and it's something that I reach for intermittently, so I no doubt I will go back to it. And when I run out of it, I no doubt will repurchase it because it's just such an easy product, and it does brighten my skin. Where it's got that lovely yellow tone to it, it does just give a little bit of extra brightness under the eyes, but without looking too yellow. I have my empty mascara. This is the Bourjois 1 Second. Love this. Probably my all-time favourite drugstore mascara, and it's right up there with the high-end ones that I love as well. It's amazing. It's got a really nice smell, which I like. I'm a little bit weird about the smells of mascaras, as you know. But the big rubber brush, I still think it's amazing. Okay, next I love it. My little Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil. Used to love this stuff, however I have favourites that I much prefer now, so probably wouldn't repurchase this one. I love the colour though, and I was in the dark brown, which even though it's called dark brown, it was actually quite soft because the pencil itself is quite firm. And I love the fact that it had a spoolie on the end. I love brow pencils that have spoolies on the end, they're my favourite. This isn't actually used up, but this is Magenta Lip Liner from MAC, and this is one of my favourites. However, it's just gone a little bit dry, so it doesn't glide on the lips, it drags and it pulls, and so I will be repurchasing this, but I wanted to share it with you. With the MAC ones, I do find they tend to dry out quite quickly if you don't use them on a regular basis, so just something to be aware, but a really great colour if you're looking for like a bright pink. This is the Kat Von D, what do they call this? What do they actually call this? It's the eyeliner. Oh my god, it's scraped off. What is it called? It's just the liquid liner. Do they just call it the tattoo liner? That's what it's called. The Kat Von D tattoo liner. I love this. This is in a pen. I really like it because the pen is actually little fine bristles, so it's more like a brush. Great if you want to do a wing. A really, really great liquid liner. I do have others that I like as much, but a beautiful one. So if you can get this easily, definitely give it a go because it's super long lasting, it's super black, and it is very waterproof. My little biddy, this is one of the contour sticks from Smashbox, and that's all that's left, and so it's really hard to sharpen and things like that, so I opened my new packet that I had, but this is the contour stick. I love these. This is one of the collection lasting finish concealers in medium 3. I've got a few of these in hand, however, I've noticed as I've been self-tanning and stuff like that, that this does tend to go a little bit, I can really feel something in my eye, I'm so sorry I keep fiddling with it. This does tend to go a little bit of a funny colour on me towards the end of the day. So I've actually been experimenting with a different concealer and stuff, so we will see. I do still love it and I will still continue to buy it and use it, but it may have strong competition, we will see. But I love this. I just need them to do a different colour that perhaps doesn't go quite as ashy. It almost, even though it's the warm medium 3, it does just kind of go ashy. That's the thing. I've tried it with different powders as well when I've set it and things like that, and the powder doesn't really make a difference. If I keep it up a little bit higher and don't come down as low as well, that does help, but we will see. I'm using it at the moment. I've got other spares up there in my little pot, but we will see. Great concealer, maybe not the right colour for me, and number 4 is definitely a bit of a mixed bag. Some products that I will definitely repurchase that I love, that I've spoken to you about before, and then a few things that I've been quite disappointed with, which is something quite unusual for me. For me to be disappointed or unsure of a product is quite unusual. I tend to like a lot of things, and I don't really talk about things that I don't like because one, there aren't that many, and also just because it doesn't work for me. But something like this, which I would expect to work for me, I wanted to share with you simply because if it doesn't work for me, who it's probably aimed at, then it might not work for you. So it's something to consider. So definitely try mini ones, stuff like that first. It's just one of those things. But anyway, I really, really hope that you had a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.